guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany, and if you're new here and you like this video, go hit that subscribe button after you're through with the video. I would greatly appreciate it. So, and if you're already a subscriber of mine, thanks for coming back. And today I'm going to be touching on a sensitive subject. It's going to be kind of similar to my last video. My last video I did was the announcement of my pregnancy, and today I am almost 13 weeks. So this video today is going to be talking about pregnancy loss for any women and their families who have suffered from anything like that in the past. So today specifically I'm going to be talking about when we got pregnant. On August 10th was the day that we found out, and August 17th I went in for my first OB appointment. Unfortunately I went by myself because of all the COVID restrictions. My husband was not allowed to come to the visit with me, but then I later found out that he was allowed to come to the ultrasound, which was kind of a bummer, but it was okay. So I went in for my ultrasound on August 17th and was pretty nervous just because I have had 2 miscarriages in the past, and my first one was actually a blighted ovum where there was the gestational sac, and I was reading that I was pregnant through all my tests and the HCG levels and everything, but when they went in to look for the baby, there was no baby there. So that was my first miscarriage. Second miscarriage was, I was only a few weeks pregnant, about 4 weeks, and I lost that baby as well. Alright, so this pregnancy has gone really well so far, but in the beginning, we had gotten a diagnosis of disappearing twin syndrome, also known as invisible twin syndrome. When I went in for my first ultrasound on September 17th, they had seen 2 babies on the ultrasound. The first baby, baby A, was doing really well, measuring a week over the due date. Heartbeat was really strong, but baby B was measuring a week under the due date, and heartbeat was still really well, growing and stuff, just measuring small. I then met with my obstetrician after the ultrasound that day, and she let me know that she had seen some blood in the gestational sac, and had put me on progesterone. So she wanted to see me back in 2 weeks after this appointment, so she wanted me to take the progesterone for about a month. And in those 2 weeks, when I came back, she wanted to do a second ultrasound to see how the babies were both growing. And when I came back for that second ultrasound, I was able to bring my husband with me this time. Thank God I did, because when I went in for the ultrasound, baby A was still doing really well, but sadly, baby B had stopped growing, and at 9 weeks did not have a heartbeat. So unfortunately, we did lose one of our babies, so I'm no longer pregnant with twins. It's still extremely hard to talk about. You're grieving the loss of a child that had a heartbeat and was growing, had arms, legs. I will insert a picture. The ultrasound technician asked if we wanted pictures, and I said, of course. You know, I want our child that I'm pregnant with to know that they were a twin, and I don't want our other child to be forgotten about. So I want it to be talked about, and that's why I'm doing this video today. For any woman and their family who have lost children due to miscarriage, it's a extremely hard thing to go through, and you never fully get over it. There are constant reminders, like the due dates that were given to you. You always think about how old they would be, what they would have been like. I think it would have been so cool to have twins. But unfortunately, that is not the fate that, that was not our fate. So I'm a strong believer in the Lord, and I know that that's what gives me peace of mind, is knowing that with all my health struggles, if you've seen my last video, I talked about surgery that I had last year, and for the past 2 years, I've been dealing with like malnourishment. I recently, about a year ago, found out that I have a pancreatic disorder where I don't absorb nutrition the way that I'm supposed to. So I essentially became malnourished. Everything I ate made me really sick. I'm now on an enzyme, pancreatic enzyme, and it has helped immensely. But so my husband and I just were trying to see the silver lining in all this, and knew that a twin pregnancy would have been really rough on myself. So we just still feel extremely blessed to be pregnant in the first place. So we keep reverting back to that. And, you know, after I did a lot of reading and researching, I found out that about 20% of women who are pregnant with twins, it ends up resulting in a miscarriage of one of them in the first trimester. So I hope that me making this video, I can help other women, families who are maybe dealing with the same kind of situation, and I can kind of help you have some peace of mind and let you know that it's going to be okay. I know it's so hard. The first few days were really, really rough. It was probably the most hard telling our children, because they knew that we were pregnant with twins, and my kids just really didn't understand the loss of something like that the way that adults would. My daughter took it really, really hard. Didn't really want to speak to anybody, and cried for about a day. So for any of you out there who are dealing with anything like this, you know, miscarriage happens more than we think it does. 1 in 4 women have miscarriages, and it's just not talked about. That's why I'm here to share my story with you all. So, like I said, I will insert a picture so you guys can see our beautiful blessings. Baby A, who is doing really, really well. I'm 13 weeks, and we get to go back in 3 weeks to check on that baby. And then in 7 weeks, we get to have a 2D ultrasound to find out the gender of the baby. Unfortunately, with disappearing twin syndrome, we were not able to do the blood work gender test because I wasn't going to get an accurate reading, the doctor said, because I still have a lot of the genetic material still left in me of the other baby. So I hope this helps somebody who might need to be hearing it. I know when I was going through my struggles trying to just understand this, it actually happened to my sister, so she was a good shoulder to lean on and ask a lot of information as far as what she was dealing with, and you know, so I just want you all to know how much I love you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little sad, sorry I got so upset, but it's the raw truth of things. Miscarriage is hard. It's very hard, especially when you have infertility problems. And you know, if you watch my last video, my husband and I tried for almost a year to get pregnant. So, if you are new to my channel, please go subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are already a subscriber of mine, much love to you. Thank you for coming back and watching another video of mine, and I hope to see you guys soon. I will talk to you guys later.